Hello, everyone. This is Reverend Paul Havens, President and founder of Holy Yours Ministries, and I'm here again today with another tidbit of truth. And today I want to talk about our words and how powerful our words are and how our words have meaning. And I want to give you a good example of the power of words. The internet is abuzz with what President Trump put out on his social media program, Truth Social. He wrote, "A whole civilization will die tonight, never to be brought back again. I don't want that to happen, but it probably will." And I'm sure that he did not mean this as literal, but as a scare tactic to get the Iranians to conform to what we were trying to negotiate to get rid of the nuclear weapons and all the different things that we're over in Iran for. But these words can be taken different ways, and we need to pray for him and the whole administration during this time, because this is being used or can be used to completely put a fray in the Republican Party, further tearing everyone apart. And we need to pray for this. And I just want to encourage everyone to look at themselves, examine themselves in the use of words. Words are very, very powerful. And many times we use words, we write words, we say words that we may not really mean, or may be taken in a lot of different directions. But they are there, especially if they're written there, they're forever. And people will judge us by our words. And I believe that the words that President Trump wrote will reverberate throughout history, and people will use it in one way or the other for the political agenda. But we need to be very, very careful how we use words, and because we will be judged by our words. President Trump will be judged by his words, and we will be judged by ours for eternity. Matthew chapter 12, verse 36 through 37 says, "But I say to you that for every idle word men may speak, they will give account of in the day of judgment. For by your words you will be justified, and by your words you will be condemned." So this is not really about President Trump, but I think we need to pray and ask the Lord to give him wisdom, and ask the leaders of this country, whoever they are, Republicans or Democrats, it doesn't really matter. We need to really be careful how we use our words, and we should use our words to bring love, to show love to people, to encourage people. Of course, there are times we need to correct people, and of course, President Trump is on a whole different level there. And many leaders, I'm sure, over time have said things that they wish they could take back, but they can't. It will be used either for them or against them, and can define their whole presidency or their whole leadership. So we need to continue to pray for them, and we need to, more importantly, really be careful and watch our own words, because we will be judged by them in the end. And we need to just realize how important our words are, how powerful they are. They can build up, they can tear down, they can encourage, they can discourage, and we will be held accountable for those. Anyway, I just want to encourage you to use your words to build up, and to think before you write, think before you say something, and just want to tell you all